Hey, what's going on, everyone? So I figured I'd give you an update on how to update the gauge, right? The BRP gauge. So overall, on this slide, this is a 2025 900 Turbo Renegade X. Okay, we bought this last spring. So I never connected to Wi-Fi. I needed to update it. I updated the maps, I updated the software. But on the software update, there were issues installing it. And so I'm gonna walk you through it. So first thing, 2 screws, get your battery charger, hook it on. I just kept it on 2 amp and charged her up. That'll keep you having enough juice so your battery doesn't die, right? Next thing, turn your gauge on. Hit this button, obviously. Bam, right? You gotta go to preferences. And you gotta connect to Wi-Fi first. That's us, BRP Life. I'm connected. Now, when I first connected this gauge, since it was never connected to Wi-Fi ever, I think it was thinking in the background. It was taking a while to show that I had a software update, right? So I'd go here and it would say no updates available. And then I'd click check for updates. And it would kind of be frozen. So then I went back, and when I'd go back, they'd show a red 1 right here. Like I did have a software update. I'd go forward, it'd still do this. So I'd be patient with it, especially here's the new update. That's just, today is November 26, 2025, and that is the current update. So what I did before the update, I went to maps. So if you go to maps, I had a thing here, updates, and there was some updates for these, world base, base layer, all this stuff. And then I decided, after doing some reading, if you add your regions where you ride, if your phone doesn't have service and stuff, you can add these, right? You can go in here, you can go to Africa if you want, but USA, right? And then pick anything you want. If you're a Michigan rider, you know, I'm out here northeast, so I got Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. If your phone loses service or you don't have it, you will still have the maps, on your gauge. So I download the maps, make sure you have those. It does not take long. It did not take long at all if you have a fast Wi-Fi. So let's go back. Software update. Where was my issue? Right here. General. Software update. Okay. When this was updating, so the problem I had was it would download the update. Download, no problem. The gauge would stay on just like it is. Right, and usually this gauge will time out, but when it's downloading stuff, it knows it, and it doesn't usually ever shut off. So during the maps, it never shut off. I didn't have to keep touching, I didn't have to keep hitting this button or touching the gauge. It would just stay on, okay, as long as you have enough juice. So my issue was it would download it, and then it would go to install. And during the install, the screen would like change color, go black for a minute and show like this different bar, and it was installing, and that was fine. But as soon as the install was partially finished, it would go to it would shut the gauge off, turn it back on, and check for a download. It was an installer download or something. It would check for a certain thing, and then the screen would go black and would stay shut off and would never work. So I'd turn it back on and I'd have to start over. So during your download, you're going to be fine, but during your install, all I did was keep hitting this button. I go like that. Hear the noise? It's like a little high pitch frequency. I do that and keep the gauge on, especially when that download, the first bar, the install was finished. Then when it went to the next screen, you know, just keep your gauge on the whole time, right? Or else display will shut down. So all I kept doing was touching this, keeping it on, and then it was a black screen with a red line filling up, okay? But you only have this issue with the software update where your actual gauge will do that, and it will want to shut off. And if it shuts off, you're never gonna get this software update, right? And I was stuck at like 3.1 or something. So anyways, that was the issue I had. with updating the gauge. I think updating it's pretty easy. You know, Wi-Fi, you can have any password you want now. It used to be like sensitive with like special characters. But overall, connect the Wi-Fi, wait until it finds an update. If you don't have 4.0.2, you're not updated. And then just keep doing this when it starts to install your software update. I would just keep hitting it, you know, every 15 seconds. I hope this helps. I wish I could show you live, but it should solve any issues with the software update. All right, guys. Hey, you know, it's day before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, and snow is on its way, so can't wait to ride. See you out there. Bye.